another popular influencer, conservative influencer, like Bernadette or Chris Barber, or any of those guys who doesn't support separation, or who supports wholeness, I guess, in other words.
Well, when it comes down to like, big name influencers here in Alberta, Canada, I can't think of one. And then most of my good friends that are major influencers across Canada, they just don't touch it. They got other things that they're focused on and they're worried about. So they haven't really brought it up. And I haven't seen it in their content in the last, since the Alberta Prosperity kicked off.
You don't think that's suspicious at all? You don't find that suspicious?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's, some people want to
For
cover it.
common sense people to not
Yeah.
just question, yeah, to not question it at all, and
No,
kind of
I,
just
I
bandwagon.
believe I saw a video of Mario Zala. He did touch base on it, but nothing like what I'm doing, nothing what Berta is doing. Like we're in this to win it, right? And we definitely want to make it happen.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of energy there. I just feel like there's not very much direction.
And how do you mean?
Well, like I just said, I mean, whereas any amount of criticism is perceived as violence, essentially, there's. Buddy, I've been blocked by both Berta Mom and Dad on all platforms, not just Facebook.
It's
It's
not
it's
them. It's
targeted.
not them. It's staff, right? So a lot of these guys that are fairly large content creators, they got a ton of staff working for them, right?
I've
And
spoken directly to them. Berta
okay,
Dad, Berta Mom, Tajana Sekic, Chris Barber, Reed Salmon, Rise of Alberta, even groups like the Alberta Independence group there. I post one thing and they're flagging me for spam.
oh no,
I joined within the first 5 minutes and posted one thing and they're flagging me for spam. There is no conversation here. Jeff Rath said himself, the
yeah.
conversation is over, right? So, I mean, you can't have it both ways. Either there's a conversation here or there's not, right?
And how do you mean by the conversation? Like, what's your question?
Well, I mean, because independence is. I mean, I asked you the question. You don't find that suspicious at all?
No, not at all. I don't find.
Like,
I mean,
so
a lot of these folks
this
have
is the
their busy
since I
lives.
started here.
They've got things going on. So it's like, and plus this right now we're just collecting signatures. Really, there's no independence at all at the moment. It's just a petition, no different than a recall petition that was put on Premier Smith and put on MLAs that are part of the UCP party, and
So
now
where
being
did this
put.
come from? It just kind of came out of left field, and then like it was kind of just background noise, political noise, right? Nobody really was really taking it seriously, and then all of a sudden we're rallying for it en masse and taking signatures, and
Well,
nobody talked about it. We didn't have the conversation first.
so you're talking about the Alberta Prosperity Project, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like the Alberta Prosperity Project, they've been having meetings throughout the entire province, right? And they've been building, building, building. And once they got their question approved, then that's when a lot of folks. I've been with the Alberta Prosperity Project for a year and a bit now, like supporting them, telling folks to go follow them if you live in Alberta. If you live in Alberta, follow their TikTok page, their Instagram. Working with all the folks that are the leaders of the APP, like Mitch Sylvester, the entire leadership team. So we're wrapping up because we don't have much time, and obviously there's a lot of hurdles that we're going through too, right? So um, I think it's important, and the reason why we're doing what we're doing is, well, my reasons are just like everyone else's. I think, and I don't want to talk for other content creators, but if you are open minded to listen to my reasons, I'll be happy to share them with you
For what?
for Alberta independence.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, if you don't have much time, we should probably like I thought we were gonna do we were gonna plan this more further in the future, right? To get a little more viewership. I don't even know. Like, is there even anybody watching? There's nobody watching,
So, is it
right?
recording?
Yeah, I mean, you're recording. I can grab it
Yeah,
later, right?
you can
'Cause
clip
I'm
clip
streaming
farm it,
it, but
whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. If you don't have much time, we don't have to get into it. I think I just wanted we kind of just wanted to feel each other out, right?
Sure. Yeah, yeah, man. No problem. Do you have any questions for me at all? Like, do you?
uh, I did have a question. So, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I just wanted to touch further on like the So, like, the independent stuff, like I said, kinda just it hit me out of left field, like, I kinda heard that people were talking about it in the background, but like I said, it was kinda like political noise. I feel like that's a lot of like, that's how a lot of people view it as. But then when Bernadette hit the stage at the conservative convention, right?
Yeah,
He's, like, winding up the crowd, and
yeah,
then they're going wild when he's saying, "I'm for separation,"
yeah.
right? For independence, and I'm just thinking to myself, is that for Alberta or is that for the brand? Is that for Bernadette, right? It feels like there's a lot of fandom rather than patriotism.
Well, here, let me answer that question for you. So a lot of those content creators that are up on that stage, including myself and Berta Proud, right? I can tell you this right now, they're legitimate. They truly do care about this province. If you know a little bit about my career, my background, I was one of the biggest voices for human trafficking and fentanyl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Berta Proud is one of the biggest voices to make, people clean from drugs and alcohol, right?
Well, I think that's kind of the problem, though, is that, just because 'cause you're the loudest voice doesn't mean you're the most integral voice, let's call it.
And you have your right to definitely feel that way, but here's the thing, man. Like, I've generated 30 million views to fentanyl and human trafficking. I've shared stories where we found people that were sexually assaulted as young kids, found in fields with light buried snow, like just little thin layer of snow on them, right? Um, covered
That's great, man. That's
Right.
awesome.
Worked with some amazing people that, that came here under Joe Biden's awful leadership, coming into Saskatchewan, bringing kids that are at the age of 7 and 8, and then coming into Alberta, Canada, which Alberta, Canada is the #1 stage for human trafficking across Canada. It's
Right, right.
insane,
Alright, well,
right?
let's not get too sidetracked here. I just wanna
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, maybe, so,
So,
you
but my
can
question, but your answer, the question to your answer, sir, the folks that you see on that stage are legit and they truly care.
right, right. I mean, you can boost them up, you can put them on a pedestal all you
Yeah,
want, but, my personal lived experience with them is the complete opposite, right?
sure.
These people don't want to acknowledge me. They don't wanna have a conversation. The strategy is to block, ban, ignore me away until I go away, right? That's not conservative behavior. It doesn't matter if you come at me with straight up insults or whatever. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'll see what you're worth, see what's inside you, right?
Okay. I mean, it's
So I
their
mean,
right to,
so again, why are
right?
you the only one talking to me right now?
Because why not, right? If I can support you out and help you
No,
out,
I mean, that's why I appreciate that you are talking to me. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
why are you the only one? What so far? How long have I been doing this now? How many videos have I made?
So
And
the
you're the
videos
only
that
one
I've
that's
seen of
reached
you make, yeah,
across
no,
back
the videos that I've
across
seen
the
of you
void.
make of
You know what I mean?
Berta Proud Dad and other content creators, I get what you're saying. You're talking about an echo chamber, but it's just some folks just don't want to hear it, and they have every right to block you, and they don't have to
Well, then
engage
how
with you.
can you be a voice for reason and change if you just don't want to hear it and you don't want to deal with it,
Well,
right?
I'm not
You
talking.
can't wear the crown and then complain about how heavy it is, right?
Well, no, not at all. But they have a right.
I don't think they do.
No, fair,
I
fair,
mean, sure, they have a
that's your
human
opinion,
right to do whatever they
right?
want, make whatever the content
Yeah,
they
for sure.
want, but
But I don't speak for them, right? And
it's very highly suspicious, and I don't believe that they're real people. Like I mean, I'm suspicious of you as well. I'm a
sure,
real person. I'm not a paid proxy by some corporate, I don't know, some industry or some foreign interests or who knows, right? I don't want to
yeah.
just paint
And
people that way
who
because
would
it's
be paying me? Like,
lazy,
what's
but
your?
at the same time, it's highly suspicious, right?
Yeah, but like I don't. I'm just over that question because it's not. It's I'm a real dude. They're real people. I speak to them every day. They truly care, man. They really do. And
But
that's
if they
not just
cared,
me.
then why would they block and ban? Why would they run
I,
away
I don't know that's
from
happening to you, right? That's something that
Bernadette
you've told
will
me.
sit there and say, we will never abandon the debate, the conversation. I'll never turn my back on conservatives,
Yeah,
etc. And then he turns around and that's exactly what he
I
does.
haven't heard that. But you know what?
I
They're
made
not here
video.
to talk about
There's
it, and they're
several
not.
videos, right?
But I am, man. And I'd love to
And then
speak to
he'll
you.
go online and criticize Nenshi for doing the exact
Yeah.
same thing he's doing to other people, banning them from his live stream just for kicks. I've heard very many different testimonies from very many different people about how
Okay.
he likes to just kick and ban people for fun. It's something that he gets a kick out of. This is all
Mr.
very
Weeks, I can't
juvenile and
answer for these guys because I'm
childish.
not them. I don't
Right,
know,
right.
like,
I understand, but okay, but you're part of their group, right? These are your friends, you said,
yeah, I
right?
speak to them every
If you
day.
go and commit a crime together, you're guilty by association.
Yeah, but we're
So,
not
I
committing
mean,
crimes, like,
no, of course not, but it's an analogy.
yes.
But you can't just say, "Oh, well, that's them, and it has nothing
I
to do
'cause
with me." When you're
yeah,
part of the group, you're
yeah,
part of
yeah.
the gang, right?
You know
So,
what? I think they're great individuals, and, I'm so proud to see how far they've gotten on TikTok, an app that doesn't pay you, right? And still, working full time, raising a family, and making content. God bless them. And I'm happy that they're doing what they're doing, and I'm proud that we have Canadians that are breaking the thresholds, right? Because it's really tough out here as a content creator, especially being a conservative Pierre Polyev supporting content creator, right? You get banned, blocked.
it's easy for you to say. I've got 500 followers on, TikTok. What do you got? What you were saying? Millions of views or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I've sorry. I think what I meant, but I've generated millions of views for trafficking. That's how I got my start. And then I switched over to politics. I had no idea what politics even was like, but I was forced to switch over it because I had people try to kill me because I was getting too close to the truth. Real serious individuals.
Jeez.
Yeah. When you start sharing real facts and you start talking about things that really matter and you're getting at $1 billion industry, they're going to send pictures of your house and your car and, where you work. So I had to stop. And we had some very powerful people involved telling me to shut up. It's like an intervention. You had every police, military, surveillance sitting there and you're scared to shit. Like, what's going on? And they're like, hey, these people are trying to get you. You need to stop.
Yeah, that sounds far-fetched, dude. I'll be honest with
Sure.
you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
Because most of my followers are victims of this, right?
I don't know. I haven't followed you that far along.
No, fair enough.
But just based off of what I have seen, right?
What you've seen recently, my old stuff, I don't think you've seen. And a lot of the old stuff has been taken down from TikTok. That's where I started. I just recently went on Facebook and Instagram.
Right, right. I think at the very least, I think this little bit of fame has gone to their heads.
To whose
I
heads?
mean, the big names, the common sense conservatives, as I like to call
Okay.
them, is Bernadette and Tajana and Chris Barber and all of them, right?
Okay.
It's almost like they feel like they're too good to talk to the peasants. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think they're
That's
too
not a
good
good
at all.
attitude.
Like that's up. But once again, I'm not them.
Well, I mean, well, look at the pattern. Actions speak louder than words. We can't just keep trying to negotiate for integrity here. We have to show some integrity here, right? You can't have a group of people continue to block and ban and run away and
That's up
then
to
say,
them.
"Oh, well, they're great people. They're open-minded and they always want to talk and have a discussion."
Sure,
It's
sure,
not an echo chamber. It's not, even though there's not a single person I can point out that's in our group that would argue for the other side, right?
sure. Once again, I don't know where this is going. Like, what's your next question? Because I can't speak for those guys. If they blocked you, that's up to them, not up to me. I'm here now in front of you. Is there any other questions that you have for me?
Well, you said you only had 15 minutes. I guess I
No,
don't
I
know.
can
Did you
extend it
want
a
to get
little bit
into the
longer, man.
more
I'll be happy to
separation
support
stuff?
you.
Like another thing, right, is when Danielle Smith got into office, right?
Yeah.
That was a pretty hard fought election. That was historic. Like, we
Yes,
won, right? We finally got someone in that we wanted in. We finally started getting things that we wanted, right?
I agree with you.
And
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
and then all of a sudden we're trying to separate.
Yeah,
This is like layers of suspicion here, right? Like, you're
sure.
not suspicious at all. Come on, man.
No, not at all. I mean, we had
How can you be not?
but
How can
here's
you
the
not
thing,
be
right? Like,
suspicious at all? You can't be open-minded and not consider an alternative, buddy.
yeah, just to let you know, man, like Premier Smith has been absolutely, and you see it. It's what CBC has done to her, what Facebook has done, like every
Right.
big,
There's a concerted effort to demantle her, and you don't think you're part of that
no, not at
bandwagoning
all.
along with
Not
these
at all. This is
influencers
an Alberta
online.
thing. This is no different than a recall. This is a petition. We have petitions right now to stop coal mining in the Rockies. Right? It's just a petition. It means nothing. right? It's nothing right now. It's just a petition.
We're on
That's
the
all
same
it is.
page now.
Right? It means absolutely nothing. And it's a petition that, in my opinion, I hope it goes through so we can have more control in oil and gas. And if the Fed and the Liberal Party are not watching what's happening in Alberta, we're sick of it. We're missing one of the biggest oil booms, and I hate to say that because there's so many tragedies that are happening in the Gulf, but we're missing it. We should have got the pipeline to Texas. We should have got the extra pipeline to Kitimat. We should have got the to Prince Rupert, not Kitimat, sorry, the pipeline to out east, but they dragged their feet, and now we're stuck again, right? And I'm just sick and
Well,
tired of seeing
that's like
the
now,
federal
though. I
the
mean,
federal Liberal
uh,
government take money after check from
complain
us
about something
when
that you
we're
aren't
growing like
trying to
a weed here, right?
help.
Enough is enough. We need that money to stay here. We need to improve on our healthcare. There's a lot of work that needs to get done. Sorry, I didn't mean to like take over like that, Aaron. I'm just
No, it's all good.
yeah.
You kind of cut out there. I don't know if I cut out too, but
No, you're fine.
no, I was gonna say, like, I mean, you guys are all focused on separation right now. So, I mean, the issues going on in Alberta with Danielle Smith is
Mhm.
kind of peripheral for you guys. I mean, how are you even gonna complain about anything right now when leaving is your focus, right?
Well, once again, like, yeah, because the federal government of Canada doesn't care about Albertans. We're the number one human trafficking, you know, like epic center across the entire fucking the country. Not only that,
When do you think you came to that conclusion, though, that
when
the government doesn't care about you? Yeah, about when do you think?
when you've got good hard, you don't when you got. Here's the thing: people making over $100,000 a year are still living in their parents' house at the age of 40. Like
Right.
people
Yeah,
people
but
are
like,
having
when
kids
did
and
you
they can't
start
even
to
afford to
realize
feed
that?
them. I work at food banks, right? And me working at the food banks, there's lineups of brand new cars, knowing that these people all work, but they don't have enough to after they pay the rent, the utilities, the bill, everything else that's done by the federal government, right? The Liberal Party. These people don't have enough to put aside. The cost of everything has skyrocketed because of poor management.
Right.
Like
I was just curious, like, when you started to kind of put these pieces together, like, was it, like, after COVID or before COVID or what?
for you talking about the cost of living, like what?
No, I mean, like, when did you stop trusting the government? You were saying the
Oh,
government doesn't care
it's
about us.
ever
Like,
since
why
Justin
is that?
Trudeau came in. The day Justin Trudeau
That
came in, what did he do? Right
you
away
thought the
attacked
government
Alberta.
cared about you before that?
No, they don't. I mean, look, man. There's people out here that are being tested positive for cancer, then waiting 6 months to find out if they have it or not. Is that care? Bringing all these extra people into the country and taking look, young people right now are not getting, real world training because you've got all these folks coming into the country and taking their jobs, even if it's like McDonald's or Tim Hortons or whatever, right? The people that are born and raised in this province, they don't have they there's been people out here like applying for jobs for over a year and they still can't find, and these are like highly educated people. So what does that say?
Have you
They
ever
don't care.
worked at McDonald's or Wendy's or anything
There's
like that
people,
before?
sorry.
Have you ever worked at McDonald's or Wendy's or anything like that before?
I don't
Like,
know.
for a
I
long
haven't.
period of time? No.
No, no, I haven't worked at a McDonald's or
So,
a
from
Wendy's.
somebody who's worked probably more than, I don't know, 15 years in a restaurant type environment, what I see is people would come to the drive-through and essentially, I mean, not literally spit on their service. And then, I watch from the drive-through window there, and there's those slumpy fentanyl junkies begging on the median,
Yeah.
and people are constantly handing them bills, change, constantly.
Okay.
And, when they're done there, they'd come to the window, right? And they'd buy something, a drink or a sandwich or something. And they're carrying hundreds of dollars, buddy, 50s, multiple, like all of them, not
Really?
just one or two, all of them are
God
carrying
bless them.
around stacks of money that people are handing out. And then you're telling me that they're complaining about the cost of living and they're going to the food bank and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
the statistics: one
I
in
don't
six
feel any
Albertans.
sympathy. I'm sorry, I don't feel any sympathy whatsoever for anybody who lives in this country
Okay,
because I grew up neglected,
okay,
abused. I failed to thrive. I grew up malnourished. My father was killed in front of me. I worked at shitty jobs my entire fucking life.
yeah.
But I've got 5 diseases before the age of 35. I've been through the healthcare system. You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
You're pre
No,
I've
no,
been through it.
bro,
I've
like,
been through it, and you're telling me you wanna separate.
yeah, because it's like,
Explain that to me. Explain that to me. I've been through the
listen,
works.
listen, the billions of dollars that we send to Ottawa, we would have the best healthcare, the best roads, the best jobs, the best
That's not a
education, the best.
solution. That's all
But hey,
downstream.
the money means something, does it not?
It does, obviously, but
Okay,
but
but
my
when
point
you
is
were saying
it's
you that happened to you when you were young,
downstream.
and I'm sorry to hear that. I
No, no,
really
no, but
am. But
that's
like,
part of my point. I'm not looking for sympathy at all. Listen, that's my point is we forget about our civic duty and our responsibility and our accountability and our integrity, and we think we can vote for integrity. We think we can vote for accountability. It doesn't work that way. You were at Tim Hortons earlier today?
I
What
was,
happened
yes.
to the boycott? What happened to the boycott on Tim Hortons?
That's not up to me. If people want to boycott Tim Hortons, let them. I don't care. I'd still use that. I like
That's
Tim
part of the
Hortons.
problem, man. Is you guys keep going to Tim Hortons and then you complain about Tim
But that's
Hortons.
not me though.
I
These
mean,
people are
that's not
allowed to have
Ottawa's
their mind. They're
fault.
allowed to say
It's not
whatever they
Ottawa.
want.
Look, I'm gonna be completely frank with you, buddy. You don't look healthy at all. You don't look like you're doing your part. You don't look like you shop local and care about your diet and your health and stuff, man. You're going through the drive-thru, so you guys are all still drinking coffee. Coffee's not good for you in any way, shape, or form.
That's your
It's
opinion.
there's
That's
no
fine.
well, is it my opinion or is it an objective fact?
I don't care. I'm
Is
gonna
it
drink
your
coffee.
opinion
I support
or
Tim
is it my
Hortons. And
opinion?
you know why I
Where's the
support Tim
facts?
Hortons? Because it's a franchise. Because somebody owns that franchise. And if I can give a couple of bucks, just like McDonald's,
But you
I'm
were
gonna do
just
it. I
complaining
don't.
about
I don't have any
immigration and
issues with Tim
jobs.
Hortons. And I know there's some negativity there because they hire nothing but Indo Canadians. And let them say that. That's their part. If
You
that's how
can't
they feel,
have
let
it
them.
both ways, buddy. You can't have it both ways and then blame Ottawa.
I can't have it both. Bro, people are
You
suffering
can't
out here.
complain about immigration and jobs and
Yeah,
then
you know
support
what? We brought in way too
Tim
many people, and
Hortons,
these
buddy.
people are
It
not
doesn't
serving
work
us.
that way.
Get this. We can change it. We can change it by
That's
separating
my
from this
point.
country that doesn't
No, that's
respect this
not.
province. Billions
That's
of
just
dollars just
taking
going
on a
wasted. Like, are you
whole
kidding me? You couldn't
new
get now
issue.
they're gonna get this. They're gonna build that pipeline. It's gonna cost you even more in the billions. It's no different than if you would have built a house before COVID happened and then after COVID happened. The house is 10 times smaller because the materials skyrocketed. You know what I mean? Like the Liberal Party has destroyed this country, and what did Justin Trudeau get for it? A pop star ran through girlfriend, like whatever.
I've never met a real conservative. I'll be honest with you, buddy.
What's your question, man?
I don't know. I think I'm done with questions.
Okay?
You got any more questions?
Yeah. Why would you chop up the video, right, with Marty up north and be disrespectful to that man?
Right.
He almost got hit by a car. He was grabbed by that woman. She ripped the person. He ripped his shirt,
disingenuous.
scratched him. And then on top of it, this guy filming him and accusing him of doing things. And the part that you got was at least Marty was calm. I wouldn't have been calm. I would have been freaking out. At least Marty
is
had
not
the
calm.
decency to stand there with the phone to watch. I would have been like, yo, this like, you know, give the guy some respect, man. He believes in what he's believing, just like other people before him that are, you know, like they're allowed to campaign. They're allowed to do whatever. That's their freedom. But for you to chop up a video like
Sure.
that, that's disrespectful, man. And you owe Marty an apology. And for you to disrespect Berta Proud, you shouldn't have done that either.
No.
These guys, no, listen,
No,
Berta Proud, he has a
No,
tough time
you
finding a
listen
job
here.
anywhere.
That
And
woman
these
did
guys are,
not almost hit them with a car. You're lying. You're a liar.
I
Long nose.
don't care what you think. I've seen the videos.
That's
Maybe
not what
you
I think.
haven't
It's
seen
in the
them.
video.
But the video
Did she
shows that she
speed
almost
at
slammed
them
him with
and
that
try
car.
to hit
And you know
them?
what? I
No,
agree
she's
with you.
trying
I
to
agree
intimidate
with you in
them.
one way. You know, things could have been handled a little bit better, but at the same time, man, you know, the guy was hit and grabbed by some random person that had no business being there. You know what I mean? Like,
He's tussling with a 75-year-old
it wasn't
woman,
tussling
man.
at all.
Come
He
on.
didn't put her. He did
Nobody's
not touch her
innocent when you
once.
put hands on an old woman.
That's not what happened. That's where it's
Is
fake.
it? Because he's holding the camera
There's
and
a
we
video
can't
there.
really see the POV.
Well, that's all he has. Think about it. That's all he
He
has.
went to go get a photo of her license plate. He went to escalate the situation, an already aggravated situation.
She
right?
escalated the situation when she got
And
there.
they were tussling around the
They
vehicle
weren't tussling
because
around. No, that's not what I
It's
saw.
in the video.
That's not. You
How
know
are they?
what?
How is his
I
shirt? How
respect
is his
Marty
shirt
for
ripped and he's
holding
scratched if they're not
holding
tussling?
holding back because that's fucked up. That guy has a family. Guy has a kids. He's actually doing this because he thinks this is
And that's
the
sad.
best way to do it. Hold on, but
That's sad.
if you haven't seen the video, Aaron, I can send it to you.
I saw it. I saw it. I saw her drive past them close.
Okay, well I'll tell you
Trying to
this one.
intimidate
That's
them.
crazy. For
An
any,
old.
she could
Yeah,
have
it is
thrown them back
crazy. So
slowly,
what?
and she could have
So
had
why
a
are you
good
lying
conversation,
about what
but she
happened?
didn't. She didn't. She
So what?
came out like a crazy person and started attacking him. Regardless
Okay,
of
and
the
then lying
situation,
about
it's
what she
easier said than
did
done.
was what?
I haven't been in that position, but at the same time, you got to give that man some respect for holding back because that's messed up.
He did not
Regardless
hold
of that
back.
age, she should know better, and shame on her.
He's fully screaming, full bore,
She hit him with
100%
this
at an old
car.
woman.
He was
She
walking
now
out.
she
All of a
hit
sudden,
him?
this car comes out of nowhere.
Oh my god, she's driving in the road. She she drove past their vehicles close
And get
tried to
this,
intimidate
she's about to be
them. That's
charged
not the
and
same
fined
thing
in the
as
thousands.
okay,
Right?
what did
That's
she
a
get
serious.
charged
She's
with?
probably gonna get jail time over this.
And what did she
Believe it or
get
not.
charged with? Attempted murder?
It's gonna be serious.
No.
Right? It depends on how good our lawyers are, but that's no joke. You don't do that. You know better, right? For you to
Sure.
intimidate a fucking
But you should
canvasser,
expect that
right?
when you don't have the conversation with people and you're just trying to stir the pot and screw up somebody's province, right?
No one's screwing up anybody's
You
province,
should
man.
expect
You won't
negative
even feel it.
attention
If anything,
just
you would
as
feel
much.
it in your bank account because you'll be that much richer
You
by
don't
up
know
to
that. That's
25%.
hypothetical. You want to tell me about opinions? I mean, that's just a wild opinion.
Yeah.
Look, she didn't try to hit them with her car. Come on.
Hey man, I'm watching the same video as you, but you chopped it up. You try to be disrespectful for that man.
Why do
You
you think
shouldn't
I
have
did
done
that?
that. And the
'Cause
reason
you
why
guys
people are
did.
blocking you, Aaron, is
Look, I'll
because
tell
you
you.
have this attitude that's negative, man. Like if you would have sincerely came out and said, "Hey, Chris Barber, hey, Berta Proud, this is what I'm thinking. Can you please be so kind enough to reach out to me?" Maybe, yeah. But if
Can
you're
you
gonna
prove
come
that I
across
didn't? Can you prove that
come
I
across a
didn't?
little
Can you
arrogant,
prove that I didn't?
no, they don't
Can you
they don't
prove that
want
I
to deal with
didn't?
you.
Can you prove that I didn't? You're just making shit up.
No, that's what dude, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if
You're a liar. You're a liar.
yeah,
You're just making shit up.
sure. Right? And then
Is that what I
you
did?
put the
Did I
clown face.
attack them?
Hold on,
Is
you put
my
the clown face on Berta Proud. The guy
Oh
has
my god, that's
800,000
see, this is all
followers.
about feelings. Who fucking cares, man?
Dude, stop what you're saying. You put a clown
Feelings.
face over that man,
So
and
what?
then you're crying the fact that
Because he's a clown.
he blocked me. Of
Why are
course
you
he's gonna
upset
block you
about me
because you're
putting a
being
clown face on someone
disrespectful.
else?
And
You're a grown ass man.
you're not acting like a real conservative yourself. Right? You could have been,
You're simping
respectful
for a
and said,
Berta
"Hey, man,
dad.
I would love to have a chat with you." And knowing Berta, he would have had that chat with you, but you didn't. You put a
No,
clown
he
face
didn't
on
have
that
that chat
man.
with me.
You
He ran away and blocked me on every platform.
now I would do the same
Then
thing
I
too
put a
because you're
clown face on him.
disrespectful.
Are you sure? Can you prove that?
Yeah, because you put a clown face on the video. It's all over your Facebook,
After.
TikTok feed, my friend. Like,
After the fact.
yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, keep lying.
whatever you want to say, man. That's what I see as a viewer. And then you're saying,
I
"Hey,
just see
why
a
did these people
bunch of
block me?" You didn't
liars.
say that in the video. If you reach out to them, show me the message that you reach out to them respectfully, not in a video, through a DM.
Buddy, it's how many different names here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like
Different names
how
of
many
what?
different influencers do I have to go and ask for comments before I'm not the idiot?
You're not. No one's calling you an idiot, my man. No one's putting you that way. Like I don't think you are. I think you're. I think
That's
you've
not the
got a
point.
good future in this if you keep doing things right. But
That's not
when
the
you
point.
when you come across disrespectful, man, nobody wants to talk to you. That in my
What's
from what I've
respectful?
seen in your video,
All dialogue is disrespectful in your guys' perception. That's what
story.
I said in my video, right? Conversations are violence. It doesn't
No,
matter.
there's no dude. Man, look. As canvassers right now, looking for Alberta independence, that's their right. That's been approved by Elections Alberta. They're allowed to have it. But for people to come up and start, they're allowed to have a disagreement. Let's debate. Let's be professional about it. But when people's phones are being snatched out of their hands, people getting almost hit by a car, screaming, yelling, 5, 6 police cars coming. I mean, bullets being dropped off at Mitch Sylvester's store. What is that? Right? That's not right,
That's
man.
probably made up.
Listen,
I don't know. I think you guys are being dramatic. Only
No,
one
we're
or
not
two
being dramatic. These people,
incidents. Come
these
on,
these
across the
folks are Albertans. They're
province.
born and raised here. They're a lot of them are right. A lot of these folks that got brought here. I mean, Igor, you attacked him too. What was that? The guy's actually a good dude. He's working his butt off. He
How did I
lost
attack him?
everything during the Ukraine conflict. He came down and restarted, and he's kicking ass. Plus, he's an amazing content creator. Right, but you
How
threw
did
him
I
under the
attack him?
bus too. So, like, come on, man. Like, maybe you tried to reach out to him before, but I know these guys.
Because
Like,
I'm
you know,
looking for the influencer that supports wholeness. Where are you? Where is he?
sorry.
Where's the influencer that supports wholeness? Where's the guy? Where's the devil's advocate in your group?
The devil's advocate in the group? Like, okay, how do you mean by that?
What do you mean? How do I mean?
Like,
This is
are
exactly what I'm
you
talking
reaching
about.
for
It's
something here? Because I don't
just
understand what you're
one-sided.
saying.
What do you mean you don't understand what I'm saying? You all
Because
support separation.
you're talking about
You're
all
all
of
in a
us
group.
content creators are under the same umbrella. We're managed by somebody. We're not. We're just people.
Well, then why do you all agree to the same thing all on every topic, and you all repeat each other like
Because we
mainstream
watch
media?
the news. We all of us do the exact. We watch. We
Yeah,
follow.
why?
We see what CBC is saying. We see what's happening.
Why
And
do
we're
why do
like, for
you need to
example,
tell me the
Naheed
exact same
Nenshi
thing
was
7
freaking,
other people already told me? That doesn't make any sense.
bro. Because
That's why I made the video, because you're all ganging up on this old woman,
no.
and none of you are speaking for the other side. The other side of the story, right? There's
What's
always
the other
2
side?
sides
That
to every
delusional
story.
old woman almost
Okay,
hit
well, I mean, literally
another
anyone could say the
person.
exact same
Because
thing.
you're acting like these people are
A
not people.
delusional young man.
These people got feelings, man. These people are people.
So does that old
They're taking
woman.
time out of their busy schedule to help out, to
Isn't that what
support
Charlie
the
Kirk
movement.
said? Hey,
Sorry?
once we stop talking, then we stop seeing each other as human, right? That old woman isn't human to you.
She came out looking
She
for us
isn't human to
specifically.
you.
She's
She
about to be
isn't human to
charged
you.
with.
She isn't human to you.
She's about to be charged by the law, bro.
So
She's
people
gonna
that
be
go to
fined
jail aren't
in the
human?
thousands. Or she ruined her life.
People who get fined aren't human?
Did I
Doesn't
jump
matter
in my
what you
car
do.
and
If any
decide to go
mistake,
down to where
by
good folks
that
are
logic,
canvassing,
you're not
believing what they
all of you
believe in,
aren't human.
and scream and yell
It
at
doesn't
them?
matter what
I
people
didn't.
believe in. They're still human.
Man,
You can't call one person human and the other person not human. They're both humans, right?
I don't think you see my point.
I don't think you see my point. Only one side is human.
No. Listen, that
Say
person
it. Say it
woke
with
up
your
that
mouth.
morning.
The old lady
I don't
was
understand
the
what
old
you're
lady's
saying, man.
human.
Like, I don't
Say
get
it
it.
with
Like,
your mouth. The old lady is human as well.
yeah, but she
Say
obviously
it.
was like, something like. Here's the thing:
Say
people
it,
like
bro.
yourself, Aaron.
Say it.
People like yourself, even though
Say
you don't have a
it.
big following and you're still getting into the business, the thing is that your content and what you say matters. And you
I
have,
know.
let's say your video gets a few
That's
thousand
why I
views.
started talking, because I'm sick of all of you. It's my turn. You guys aren't smart enough. I'm sorry.
Sure,
It's just the
but you know what?
facts.
We care, right? If you're doing this for your
No,
own
you don't.
purposes
If you
to
cared,
degrade
then
us,
more
you're
of you
gonna
would be
fail
talking to me.
miserably,
Like,
man.
you
If you're
care,
gonna be
maybe. Like, you care enough to
negative and
talk to me,
disrespectful,
sure.
you're not gonna get far in this, man.
But you can't prove that. You're just saying that.
No, but it's facts. It's facts with
It's
anything you do,
how?
right?
Let's see the facts. Give me an example. At what point was I being disrespectful to
Bro,
anybody in the
you made
beginning? In the very
I don't want to
beginning.
repeat this because this is something that's just like negative, right?
Repeat what?
Like, because you don't understand your own faults, Aaron, and I came on here to have a respectful conversation, and this turned into something else, and
It
I've
did
got a
it?
lot
I
of
don't
things
know.
happening. I'm actually came on here to, like, hopefully we can have a great conversation. Now it's turned into something else, right? The questions that you're asking me
You
is
don't like
like,
this conversation?
we're
I'm
all
fine.
connected. What does that have to do with CBC, CTV, Global
Yeah,
News? They're
we
all
are
connected. Why
all
don't you attack them?
connected.
They take your tax dollars.
'Cause
Why don't you
everybody
attack them?
already attacks them. Because everybody already
Yeah,
attacks them and already knows that they're dumb.
for sure. Well, if this is where I have to go. I want to say thank you,
I thought
Aaron,
you
for
only had
having me on.
15 minutes. How long has it been?
It's 33
Made me
minutes.
wait
That's
around like
34.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
This is how you conduct yourself in public too. I know. You show up late for your appointments and then you wonder why fucking people are waiting in line at fucking the hospital.
The wait in line in the hospital because you have piss poor management at the top from our federal Liberal Party that brought in hundreds of
There's a person who
thousands
showed
of
up
people.
45 minutes late.
Yeah, absolutely, because I was busy. right? I asked you if
As
we
the
should have done this
person who was
earlier,
at Tim
but
Hortons
you
earlier
were
today.
busy. You were about to
As the
have dinner,
person
and
who is
I explained this
obese.
to you,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know,
you know
man.
what, man?
I
I
think you're a
wish you.
bunch of hypocrites.
Okay,
You won't retract your lies.
you told the person just now, right? That has a big name in human trafficking. The way you're talking to me, man, it's gonna
You're just
be
making
very
shit up.
bad for you. And I really hope you
Okay.
can cut and edit this and try to save yourself from it, because though my followers are no joke,
It's
and
live.
a lot of people have
It's live
suffered,
streaming.
especially in
You're
the
the
world
one
of
that's not
fentanyl. And for
living.
you to be discrediting me, disrespecting me, I don't appreciate it at all. And man, honestly,
You
I'm not
lied to
happy
me.
about this. I came in here with a positive purpose, and you turned it negative. So honestly, man, I wish you all the best. You have yourself a wonderful day, Aaron.